I'm chasing a bigamy scandal in the U.S. Army. Sgt Scott Fuller was married with 2 kids in the U.S., was on active duty abroad in South Korea, there decided to marry a Korean woman, Rachel Lee. Check out these wedding pictures that Rachel Lee showed me. Marital bliss was shattered when Miss Lee got an email from an anonymous person telling her that Sgt Fuller had had a head injury and was hospitalized. Miss Lee called the Army and was told by them that he already has another wife on record. Sgt Fuller actually had his phone and told her he needed her to reformat it for him. Miss Lee took his phone, and on that phone she found messages that Sgt Fuller had sent to his American wife, who he had not divorced, wishing her happy anniversary. Rachel Lee then filed a criminal complaint with the Korean authorities. The Korean trial court sentenced Sgt Fuller to 8 months in jail. That was reduced to a $10,000 fine. I got an exclusive interview with Miss Lee in South Korea via Skype. She told me about the shock and emotion of finding that out.
This person, Sgt Fuller, really killed my soul, which is, I believe, equivalent to killing another person or shooting another person dead.
Shortly after, Sgt Fuller bailed, abandoned her, and came back to his family in the U.S. It's believed that Sgt Fuller is living with his wife, Marianne, in Rockland County right now with their kids. So now Miss Lee wouldn't just let this go. She actually hired a team of lawyers in Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Right.
They are now appealing to the Army because Sgt Fuller was discharged honorably.
Right.
She wants the Army to switch that to dishonorably discharged.
But what about the money,
because
though?
of his behavior as an American military man in South Korea.
But what about the money? There's money involved.
We'll do our best to track him down and get Rachel Lee get compensated for his financial damage and also emotional damage.
I've also obtained exclusive emails between Miss Lee and Sgt Fuller's wife. And in these emails, Marianne tells Miss Lee, quote, "I don't worry about you. Don't flatter yourself. When you get hurt, you have no one else to blame but yourself." She says, "See, my goal is sweet revenge. That brings a smile to my face." She also, in another email, says, "Actually, I'm not miserable. I enjoy playing games because I am so good at them. I have never been divorced. Never. So you are miserable. That's good. Only going to get worse for you." I reached out to Sgt Fuller and his wife, Marianne.
What'd they say?
They did not respond to me.
Well, there's a huge issue, especially in Korea. Since the 1950s, more than 100,000 military personnel have married Korean wives. So this goes on all the time.
As long as they don't have another wife.
I don't know how many had a wife here.
Right.
But certainly that
Just
goes
one
on
wife
a lot.
at a time.